I like the story of, there was this Western executive who was traveling in Japan. And he was doing the standard, doing the 3 presentations a day to his organization. He was using a translator. So as was the normal style, he started with some humor, tell a joke, couple of jokes, get people laughing. So on his first day, he had a translator. He did his presentation, told the jokes, everybody laughed. On the second day, he was in another town, a different translator. He did the same presentation, same jokes. Nobody laughed, right? Day 3, he's back in the other town again. Same translator from day 1, tells the jokes, makes the presentation. Everybody laughs. He goes, yes, I'm back. I can do it. But then at the back of his mind, he had a sneaking suspicion. He said, I better check my assumptions. So he asked her, say, excuse me, I want to know when I tell the presentation, the jokes, here people laugh. But yesterday, the interpreter, they couldn't say the jokes in such a way. And she said to him, sir, I tell the audience, the gentleman has just made a joke. Please laugh. So, Stefan, the key is jokes, right, are very difficult to translate across cultures and language because jokes are very much culture bound, right? So what I always talk to my clients about is having a sense of humor. So a sense of humor means you can look for the things that's funny around the place. And most times, always better if you can make a sense or joke about yourself, right? Self-deprecating rather, because you find if you look at the structure of jokes, usually the structure of jokes is always at the expense of the other.
Yeah.
It's what happened to the other. So you joke, you laugh because of somebody else's misfortune.
This is really interesting because in probably Eastern European countries, self-deprecation is really seen. It's more of a taboo. Or
yeah. Yes, very difficult. Very difficult. And it's the same in the United States, right? So if you came from, with a lot of people from the United States, they come to Australia as leaders and they go into the, I'm great, I'm the best. It doesn't work in Australia. In Australia, the sort of leader who does well here is somebody who can play themselves down. You want to play it down. You don't want to go, I'm the greatest. It doesn't work in this context. In other contexts, it does. So again, that's why you want the sense of humor helps you actually have a mindset of looking for sharing common humor or things that's funny, right? And being able to create a laugh about it. But remembering not to laugh at somebody else's expense.
Yeah. That's a useful tip. It's common sense, probably, at the end of the day.
One of the most successful things that I've seen about international humor that worked quite well was the Mr. Bean. Do you remember that series?
Absolutely.
You notice there's no words there. He doesn't use words. It's all visual, all expressions, and it's all common things that's occurring that people can relate to. But it's his whole physicality of how, that's why people laugh, right? People like it, but there's no language. Because if you were having to use language, you would miss a lot of the nuances. So he is able to actually portray everything in a non-verbal manner.